In Egypt, Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas met with the Arab League foreign ministers in Cairo. It coincided with the UN International Day for Solidarity with the Palestinian people. The meeting is discussing the escalation in tensions between Israelis and Palestinians. CCTV's Yasser Hakim brings us more of the details.
The Arab foreign ministers discussed means to counter Israeli atrocities in Jerusalem and settlement expansion on Palestinian lands.
We will go to the Security Council to request a recognition of a Palestinian state based on the June 1967 borders and place a deadline for this step. We will sign full membership in all international organizations, including the International Criminal Court.
The latest Israeli measures received wide condemnation from Arab countries. The member states established plans to attract foreign support from the West.
We call on the United Nations Secretary General Ban Ki-moon to provide international protection for Palestinian people on Palestinian land occupied in 1967.
Abbas slammed the U.S. for being a biased mediator supporting Israel in spite of what he calls its illegal actions. Abbas also called for international recognition of a Palestinian state. He thanked Sweden for recognizing Palestine, as well as the parliaments in England, Ireland and France for urging their governments to recognize a Palestinian state. Meanwhile, the Arab League says it is pushing hard for more international action to end the Israeli occupation.
We contacted the US and Permanent Security Council members who all agreed that the Israeli occupation has to end. But they said after 6 months, then 9 months, but now it's left open. We must all work on ending occupation as soon as possible.
Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas had earlier met with Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi. Egypt has been mediating between Israelis and Palestinians for a two-state solution. The latest is an Egyptian initiative to secure the borders between the Israeli and Palestinian states when established. Aside from the Palestinian-Israeli conflict, Arab countries are working on solving Palestine's internal conflicts, especially between Hamas and Fatah, based on the Cairo Agreement. It calls for a Palestinian coalition government and uniting all Palestinian factions. Yasser Hakim for CCTV, Cairo.